A big hello to everyone. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the My Zone Online School. My name is Michelina Vatises. So before we head into it, let's pull out our best friend, the sanitizer, and let's just sanitize our hands. As the theme for this week is staying active, let's make sure that we do it with the safety measures in place. Let's make sure we have our 1.5 meter distance, and then we all can stay active. We're gonna head over to Teacher Netsai's class for grade 1 to learn about the letter W. So let's see what Teacher Netsai has for us.
Explanation of symbols on worksheets are as follows. Use coloring crayons to color the picture. Use your finger to follow the track or line or show the correct picture. Use a coloring crayon to draw a line or write a number or sound. Look at the picture and say the number or sound out loud. Use a scissors to cut on the dotted line. Look at the picture. Use these symbols for the lesson of the day, which will be allocated at the top right side of each page. For example, Lesson 1. Prepositions and directions.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Netsai, and let's welcome my friend. Today's theme is time. Now let's sanitize our hands. Rub, rub, rub your hands back, inside and forth. Now your hands and mine are clean. We have sanitized. Rub, rub, rub your hands back, inside and forth. Now your hands and mine are clean. We have sanitized. Today's lesson is the letter W, coloring, handwriting, and directions. Now let's turn to page 19 of our booklet. And what do we see? We see letter W. W is for water. It is a very important letter in the alphabet. I will tell you why. W sounds as W, W, W. W for water, for watch, for wheels, for walls. Can you imagine yourself without water? No. It would not be healthy for you to stay without drinking water. Can you imagine yourself in a house without a watch? You will be late for school every day. Can you imagine driving a car without wheels? I'm sure that car will not move. Can you imagine being in a house without walls? You will be very cold this winter. So letter W stands for water, watch, wheels, walls, and winter. Think of other words that begin with letter W. or sound W. Now let's move and look at the same page at the bottom. It says, write the letter W in the blocks. I'm going to move to the board and demonstrate to you how we are supposed to write letter W. I would call my friends to come over and trace letter W starting from the top with your index finger going down. We go up straight, down again, and up. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done, my friend. I will also show you how we write it. We will start from the top, letter W. From the top, we go down, joining the dots all the way. We go up and we go down straight. We stop right there. We continue without picking up our pencil until we are done. Let's go back into our booklet and look at letter W. Now the instruction says, write the letter in the blocks. Before you write, I want you to trace with your finger the letter W on the top of the page, starting from the dot. Let's go together, down, straight down and up, and down and up. We have finished tracing. Now pick up your pencil or your crayons and trace the letter W in the first block. Good. Now copy the letter W in all the blocks. Well done. Once you are done with page 19, let's turn to page 20. On page 20, the instruction says, choose 3 colors, help the fisherman to catch the fish. There are 3 fishermen in the boat, and they have the fishing rods in their hands. The first fisherman has letter A on his chest. A is for Andy, so we shall call the first fisherman Andy. And then we have fisherman B, and we will call fisherman B Bobby. And we will call the next, or even the last fisherman with the letter C on his chest, fisherman Casey. Now we would like to help them to catch the fish. Let's start off with Andy. Let's take our crayons. We will always start from the top, where the fishing rod is. Let's go down all the way and connect the dots. Let's go down. Let's see what fisherman Andy is going to catch. Just follow the line and connect the dots. Can you see what Andy is going to catch? What will he catch? Well done. According to what I have seen my friend doing here, you have caught the boot. So fisherman Andy caught the boot instead of a fish. Let's move over to the next fisherman. You need to take a different color for fisherman Bobby with letter B on his chest. And trace from the top, trace all the way down and join the dots and see what Bobby is going to catch. Yes, you will find out what Bobby is going to catch. I would like you to continue with the rest of the activities and finish connecting the dots and find out what Andy has caught, what Bobby has caught, and what Casey has caught. Well done. I believe we have finished page 20. Let's move or turn to page 21. On page 21, it allows us to relax a little bit. All we need to do, it's very simple. It says here, color in the dog and cut it out. So you need to color in the little puppy the way you like. But remember, when we color, we need to decide what direction are we going to color. Are we going to color from top to bottom until the rest of the picture is completed? Or we will color from left to right, which means sideways, until the rest of the picture is completed. You may use different colors, be creative as much as you can, and have a lovely, colorful puppy. Then you can cut it out and paste it onto page 22. So that is one activity that you have to complete today. Let's move on to page 23. On page 23, it says, trace the dotted lines. We need to complete the nice pattern. And I have it on the wall with me, and I will invite my friends to demonstrate to us how we are going to do it. We always start from the left, going to the right. So here is our little line which has been drawn for us. Now you need to complete or to join the dots, connect the dots, and connect the dots until you get to the end. My friend is going to show me how to do it. There we go. Well done. Until she gets to the end of the dotted line. Well done, my friend. Let's get back to our booklet. Let's look at the next picture. The next picture below the pattern shows us a dragon. And on the dragon, it has some spikes on its back. Now we need to trace the dots and join or connect the dots. We will start from the dragon's tail until we reach the dragon's horns. Right, let's do that together and take it slowly and slowly and make sure it's nice and neat. Once you are done, we move over to the next picture just below the dragon, and that is a whale's mouth. A whale has so many teeth, and we need to connect the dots once more. Let's go over to the whale's mouth and connect the dots to complete the whale's teeth. Well done. Now we have another picture, and this is a very special tool, but it is also very, very sharp. Daddies usually use it for cutting wood, cutting down trees, and we call it a hacksaw. So we need to complete the hacksaw's blades. Remember, we start from the left to the right. Let's pick up our pencils and trace the dotted lines connecting the dot. Do not pick up your pencil until you get to the handle of the hacksaw. Well done, boys and girls. I know you have done it very well. Now, we have something interesting on page 24. I want you to look at the arrows that are on the worksheet on page 24. The first arrow shows us the right direction is pointing to the right. The second arrow is pointing up. The third arrow is pointing down. And the fourth arrow is pointing to the left. These are the directions I would like you to learn today. Now you need to show the directions with your own hands. I'm going to invite my friends to stand up with me and let's try this activity as we show the directions. Okay, my friend, which one is your left hand? Your left hand? Good. Well done. And now, which one is your right hand? Yes. Well done, my friend. I want you to point up. Can you point up? Show me the directions and stretch out your hand right up. Yes, well done. Good girl. Now, I want you to point down. Yes, she is pointing down. It is very important for us to understand which part or which directions is left and which direction is right and which is up and which is down. Well done, my friend. Let's take our seats. Let's move over to page 25 of our booklet. On page 25, this is a very easy activity that we are going to do. Pick up your pencil or your crayon. Right. It says here, connect the dots. There is a little baby who is stuck right up on the ladder. Wow, some steps are missing. Let's put steps for the baby so that the baby can come down. We will always start connecting the dots from the left to the right. There are little arrows that are shown where you are supposed to begin and where you are supposed to end. Now let's connect the dots until we get to the bottom of the ladder. Well done. I'm sure you have been able to complete this activity. Now we move over to page 26. Page 26 is a very easy activity. I hope you will be able to follow the instructions, which says follow the instructions. Follow the arrows. We will start from the top, going down, connecting the dots. So let's do that together until we complete and see what we are going to have. The first is a ladder, but it's incomplete. You need to join the dots, starting from the top, going down. And we will have to move on to the next picture, which is a swing. The baby needs to find somewhere to hold. So we will start from the top, going down to where the baby is seated. Join the dots. Once you are done, I am glad we have completed lesson 4 for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. And now let's sanitize our hands. Rub, rub, rub your hands back, inside and forth. Now your hands and mine are clean. We have sanitized. Rub, rub, rub your hands back, inside and forth. Now your hands and mine are clean. We have sanitized. Now it's time to invite Zoshi. It's time to say goodbye, Zoshi.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoshi. I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend. Yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
Thank you so much, Teacher Netsai, for gracing us with your presence. That was a lovely class. Now we know everything about the letter W. That was week 6, lesson 4. Now we're heading over to Teacher Mutapeti's class for grade 2 and 3, lesson 4, week 6. And we're going to learn all about phonics. I think I still remember my phonics. A, E, I, O, U. Yes. So let's head over and let's just double check if it's really A, E, I, O, U. Heading over to you, Teacher Mutapeti.
Good morning, learners. Grade 2 and grade 3, are you still with me? Okay, what are you doing at home? You must always keep active. You must run around. You must keep yourself busy, and do not forget to do what? To do your schoolwork. After you are done with every book, you must do what? Turn it back to your teacher for marking so that you can see your progress. Are we together? Thank you. Okay, good morning, my friend. All right, my friend is very fine here, and I'm sure he's going to help me with everything that we are going to go through in order to help you at home as well. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutapeti. Our theme for this week is local media. Before we start with our topic for today, I would like to remind you to sanitize your hands. Spray it in, rub it in, rub out. Between your fingers, your hands are now very clean. Our lesson for today is on phonics, homonyms, digraphs, determinants. Okay, with the grade 2. The grade 2s, I hope you are still with me there. We are going to learn about the phonics. Now, the phonic that we are going to look at is that one, the O and the W. The O and W. The O and W. When they are together like that, we say O. O. Okay. All right. So let's look at page 20. There is a word search. We have to find the words which are having the O sound, the O and the W sound in the word search there. It's not very difficult. I know you will do this in just a minute. Now you first read the words here so that it's easy for you to find them. And once you have found them, you have to circle them for me. Are we together? And then I will check with you. The words that you have to search, they are just below. Under the box here, under the word search, They are words which are there. Cow, bow, fowl, town, row, clown, tower, shower, now, brown. So find for me all these words and circle them. I'll check with you. That was a quick one, grade 2s. We are not yet done. Let's quickly go to page 21 and see what we can do there as well. Okay, we are going to look at the homonyms. All right, okay, the homonyms are two words that are spelled the same and sound the same, but they have different meanings. Sometimes the spelling can also be different, but those words, when you read them, it's like you are reading the same word until you write it. That's when you can spot out the difference between the two words. Now, those are the homonyms. Now, let's check on our sentences here, and they are words which we are given on the right column there. Which words between the two will best fit in each statement? Okay, so you read the sentence first. After reading the sentence, then that is when you can find out which word, which homonym will suit. Okay, number 1. The cat caught the of a mouse. The cat caught the of a mouse. Are you with me? The two possible answers is scent. Both of them are read as scent. But which one do you think we are talking about in this statement? Okay, is it the scent? The first scent is of a smell, and the second scent is of the money. So now, the cat, what did the cat catch here? It caught the scent of a mouse. Which scent? I think it's the first one. So if it's the first one, it's the one that we choose. You put it in the line there, and you read your sentence, it will make sense. The second one, a rest with a tortoise. A rest with a tortoise. The two possible answers are there. Hair. Which hair are we talking about here? Is it a hair? The first hair is my hair on my head. And the second hair is of an animal. You know the small hair? Those hairs, the one that runs very quick, they are small animals. Okay, so which one did the tortoise rest with? Okay, I think it's the hair of an animal, because a tortoise cannot rest with the hair on the head. Okay, so you take that hair, which is correct, and put it in the statement. Then that statement will make sense. So I want you to continue with number 3 up to number 14. Please read the statement first and understand it. That's when you are going to be able to choose the correct homonym to fill in the sentence. Okay, grade 2, enjoy that. Now, let's go to page 22. Grade 2, I hope you are still with me there. All right. Please come with me to page 22, where we are going to look at the diagram. Okay. Now we are going to find and color the words in the correct color. We have got colors which are given to us there, to the sounds that we are to do here. We have the sh sound, which is the s and the h when they are together. We have the p and the h. When they are together, we say f. We have the t and the h. When they are together, we take out our tongue. F. We have a k for a cat and a h. When they are together, we say it's a ch. We have a w and a h. We say hui. Okay, so now find and color the words in the correct color. So they have given you and they have indicated to you what are you supposed to color, what color are you supposed to use. For all the sh words, you have to color what color? Red. The p and the h, which is a f sound, blue. The t and the h, which is a th sound, yellow. The k and the h, which is ch, we color green. The w and the h, which is h, you color orange. So find those words and color them accordingly. Then it will be correct. Okay. Now, you tally how many you found in the correct box and answer the questions which are below. Now, how many sh sounds did you find? You write the answer, just the number under the sh in that box. The f, also the f, the ch, and the y. And then answer the questions that follows under. Which digraph did you find the most of? Which digraph did you find the most? Which digraph did you find the least of? Which digraph did you find the least, which was less, few of them? Which digraph? Which two had the same number of words? Which two sounds here are having the same number of words? I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Please finish up all the sounds that I have given to you. I'll check with you very soon. Let's go over to page 23 with the grade 2s. I hope you are still with me, grade 2s. Okay, we are going to look at the determines, the words which are determines. We are only going to look at the words which are on that page, which are some or any. Only two of them that we are going to look at. There are a lot of determiners words, but we are going to only look at some and any. Okay, you are going to circle some or any to make the sentence correct. Now, before we do that, how will you know which word is the correct one, which I have to circle there to make my statements correct or to make my sentences correct? All right. Okay. Some is used for positive statements, questions, or offers, or when you request for something. It's also used with countable and uncountable nouns. And any is used for questions and for negative statements. It's also used with countable and uncountable nouns. So, for example, if I want to use some in a sentence or in a statement, let me give you an example of how to use a some. You have some butter on your chin. I'm telling someone, you have some butter on your chin. Then I've used some. Let's go home. Let's go and have some fun. That is a positive statement. Let's go and have some fun. Now, okay, and what other statement can I use? I'm sure I will return to Namibia someday. You are sure that you are looking forward. It's a positive statement. What about if I have to use any? We don't have any sugar. That is a negative statement. Do you have any brothers or sisters? I'm asking, it's a question. I don't need any help. That is another example of using any. Now let's try and look at these sentences here and try and see if you can get some out of them correct. Just read it properly before you underline or circle your answer. There is some or any milk in the fridge. There is some or any milk in the fridge. What do you think we should underline there? Or what do you think? Which word? Is it some or any? Okay. I think we are going to underline some. There is some milk in the fridge. That is a positive statement. There is some milk in the fridge. What about number 2? We don't need some or any flour. Which word am I going to circle there? Is it some or any? I think we are going to circle any. We don't need any flour. Okay. You can also do number 3. Can I have some or any water, please? Can I have some or any water, please? I am asking. It's a request. So I will use some. Can I have some water, please? So you are going to circle some. Okay, do the rest also on your own. Do number 4 up to number 16. Enjoy reading and practicing which word will be the best answer on each statement. Now let's go over to page 24. I'm still with the grade 3s, with the grade 2s, I mean. Come with me, grade 2s. Now we are going to distinguish between the long and the short vowel sounds. We are going to distinguish between the long and the short vowel sounds. Okay, we can only do that by reading the words first and listen to them. How do they sound? If they are long vowels, we pull it when we read it. If they are short, it's just short. We just read it and cut it in short. That is the short vowel sound. Okay, you are going to read each word in the box below. Tell if the word has a long vowel sound or short vowel sound by writing it on the lines below. If it has got a long vowel sound, write it on the left side. If it has a short vowel, write it on the right side. So the words are given to you there in the table above. Stop, lead, mud, stain, smile, bone, pie, mule, stay, pray, lid, mug, cat, mule, lord, pill, still, bug, bite, sun, pig, boat. Which words are having a long sound? Those ones you write them on the left, and the ones which are short, write them on the right side of the paper. Okay, let me now take the grade 3s with me. Over to page 25. Grade 3s, come with me. Yours is a bit challenging now. You have to use your brains and you have to check. But it's not complicated. Just enjoy it. You use the codes and write the names of the different communication on the space provided. We have a lot of communication tools that we use. And the codes are given to us on the alphabets. And we use those codes to get the word which is correct. And that word should be a communicating tool. All right. Okay, so each alphabet is having a code. Now let's take the first one together and see the example. Now check the first code which is there. And go on in the table there with the alphabets and check which alphabet is that code. I think it's a N. It's an N sound. And check the second one, that dot, a big dot. It's on the A. A of an elephant. You can write it under every code there. And the third one is a nice flower there. It's on which alphabet? On the W. And the next one, 3 corner lines there, looking on my right hand side. I think it's the S. And the next one, 2 lines which are standing up. And it is on the P. And the next one is a square, which is bold, which is colored dark. And it's on the A. And the next one again is the 2 lines standing up. It's a P. And the next one is a dot, a big dot, which is dark. It's on the E. And the next ones are 3 corner lines which are looking now on the left side. I think that one is the one which is on the R. Now when I connect all these letters of alphabet, what word is it? It should be a communicating tool, otherwise then it's wrong. What I found here myself is newspaper. Did you get the same like mine? Okay, if you got it the same way like mine, then you are correct, I think. That is a newspaper. Now, I want you to try the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth codes. Please find for me the names of those communicating tools. You just have to look on the codes and write the alphabet that corresponds with that letter, with that code. Then you find the word. I think this one is more enjoyable. Please continue doing it and finish it up. I'll check with you when we come back. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson for today. Now let me remind you of the things that we have to do during this COVID-19. Remember to keep your distance away from other people of 1 meter or 1.5 meter. When you do like this, you mustn't touch the next person. Then you are correct. Okay, now let us sanitize our hands. We have to do this every time to keep your hands off germs. Rub it in, rub it out, and between your fingers. Then your hands are germ-free. Let's call upon our friend Zoshi to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends.
Hi everyone, my name is Shoshi, I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend, yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
Thank you so much, Teacher Mutapete. That was such an informative lesson. Now we're heading over to Teacher Nancy's class. That is grade 5, week 6, lesson 6. And guess what the topic is? It's all about hygiene. So I want to feel hygienic. I don't want to be left out. So let me join you guys again. So let me just sanitize and feel hygienic. Ooh, let's go all around. And the topic is staying active. So let us stay active and also stay hygienic. Thank you, Teacher Nancy. We're heading over to you now.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my Zone Online School. My name is Ms. Nancy Kangomine, and here I'm joined with by my friend Chanel. Welcome, Chanel. And before we start with anything, let's sanitize our hands. Do it properly between your fingers. Do it properly, Chanel. Okay, there we go. Do it properly there at home. And let's practice our social distance. Make sure you are touching nobody and no one. And then, last but not least, we need to put on our masks. It's very, very important. Today, we are doing hygiene, and let's turn our books to page. Oh, okay. So I'm not introducing my lesson. And our basic competencies describe how personal hygiene practices contribute to good health and recognize how this can be a social asset. State practices for personal hygiene. That's number 2. And then our vocabulary for today, we have personal hygiene, keeping your body clean as well as keeping the clothes you're wearing clean and dry. And social asset is the values a person possesses. And now we describe how personal hygiene practices contribute to good health and recognize how this can be a social asset. You need to have good personal hygiene to help your body stay healthy. How do I practice good personal hygiene? You have to wash your hands regularly with clean running water and soap to prevent germs. Blow your nose in a tissue to get rid of the germs trapped in the small hairs in your nose. Wash and comb your hair regularly to prevent germs or lice in your hair, and never share your comb or brush. Germs or fungi love warm or damp places. Wash your body with soap every day to get rid of hiding germs. Germs can cause halitosis. Brushing of teeth after every meal would prevent it. Keep your toe and fingernails short to prevent germs from moving in. Okay, now we are turning to the board. And as you can see, imagine you come into your class or into a room and you get this weird smell. And this weird smell is coming from a friend, that closest friend of yours. How do you deal with that? That is really very difficult, right? Okay, so that is what we call body odor. Sometimes there is a smell coming from under your armpits or even from your mouth. Kids first experience these funny smells. They appear oftenly. It starts at puberty. And it happens in your preteen years, starting from 12 years and so on. Sometimes we even get this bad smell from what we are eating, like the garlic and the peppers and the onions that we eat. They give us this funny smell. And then there are also certain foods you can eat to get rid of this bad smell, like lemons and stuff like that. And mostly it's the food that we love so much that give us these funny odors. And so you have to be very careful because not everybody is comfortable with someone else's bad smell. Okay, and body odor can be linked with poor hygiene habits as well. So, and your personal appearance is also very important because even when you go for job interviews, sometimes, or most of the time, we look at people that are very well presented. You cannot come there with all these things hanging out and so on and you expect to get a job. So, because an interview entails a lot of people. And if you come, they look at you and that's already, and if you're not good looking in like your looks, but what you're wearing and your smell and all that, if it's not good, then you are out, you must know. So you have to be very careful of that. Other things that can also take away your smell are like deodorants. And so now this friend of yours that have this bad smell, if you don't know how to approach them, because it's very, very sensitive, most of us cannot really tell our friends that, oh, you're smelling bad. Sometimes we buy them presents that help them with these funny smells. Just a perfume or a roll-on or just the spray-on deodorants and so on. Sometimes we keep these deodorants in our bags so that we can share it with our friends and we don't need to tell them straight that they are not having good smell and so on. And washing your hands, as we said, is very important. And now with the COVID, those are one of the things that we have to do every day and every time. So be careful. Because whatever we touch, there are germs. And these germs need to be cleared before we touch our noses, our mouth, and so on. So now we are turning to page 17 for our fun quiz. The first question is, describe how personal hygiene practices contribute to good health and recognize how this can be a social asset. As we said, social asset can be a problem to the one next to you. And then number 2 is state the practices of personal hygiene. Thank you. Okay, now before we leave, we are done for today, and before we leave, let's sanitize our hands again. We said every minute and every second we need to keep this little sanitized bottle in our bags and everywhere so that we can sanitize very often. And then social distance, very much needed. And then please don't forget to wear your mask. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Shoshi, I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend, yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
Thank you so much, Teacher Nancy. That was such a well, healthy, hygienic lesson, I must say. Now we're heading over to Teacher Duviteko, grade 6, week 6, lesson 6. And the topic will be substance abuse. So let us head over to his class and see what he has for us in store.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Duviteko Gut, and we also welcome our student, Pomwene. Right, before we start, please let us remember to sanitize our hands. We're rubbing the sanitizer into our hands, as well as the back and in between our fingers. Please remember to keep a social distance of at least 1 meter apart. And then remember to always put on your mask. Right, today's lesson will be about social health, and we will be focusing on substance abuse. Good, boys and girls, let us turn our booklets to page number 17 so that we can look at our learning competencies. The first one says, describe how media influences people in using alcohol. Discuss ways in which substance abuse can negatively influence their future. Identify sources of support for substance abusers and or their families and loved ones. Our vocabulary for today: media, communication channels through which we get information. The examples there are television, newspapers, radio, billboards, etc. Influence, to have an effect on someone or something. Sources, a place, person, or thing from which something can be obtained. Right, boys and girls, we continue on page 17 at the bottom. How does the media influence people to use alcohol? Media publish or broadcast advertisements that include alcohol. Alcohol is promoted on billboards around towns. Companies that produce alcohol often promote their products by sponsoring soccer or rugby teams. Discuss how substance abuse influences our future. Substance abuse influences our future negatively. What do we mean when we say this? Substance abusers that are still in school may drop out due to many lessons missed or a lack of money to continue with their studies. We continue to page 18. Alcohol abuse causes the following: If you follow on your booklet, you will see that alcohol abuse causes road accidents, violence, divorce, and death. With that said, there are help for those that are abusing substances. So these are the following sources of support for substance abusers and or their families and loved ones. The first one we have is Alcoholics Anonymous Namibia, which is found in Windhoek, and the number is 081-325-6144. Or you can reach them on their email address, which is alcoholicsanonymous@gmail.com. Then we have Lifeline Childline, the Windhoek number 061-226-889. The Ministry of Health and Social Services, Windhoek 061-203-9111. Roman Catholic Church, Windhoek 061-269-175. Right, boys and girls, we turn to page 19, our activities. Number 1, describe how the media are used to influence people to use alcohol. Number 2, discuss ways in which substance abuse can negatively influence your future. And number 3, identify sources of support for substance abusers and or their families and loved ones. Dear boys and girls, try to do these questions on your own before you turn to any other page in the booklet. Right, remember again the importance of sanitizing your hands. Rub in the sanitizer in between your fingers. And remember to keep a social distance of at least 1 meter. Thank you very much, boys and girls.
Hi everyone, my name is Shoshi, I'm back. And you can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend, yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
Thank you, Teacher Tuviteko. Because of you, we know what substance abuse is all about and the rights and wrongs of substance abuse. Now, before I say goodbye, which is the saddest word for me ever, we are going to head over to the region content, and today we are going to the Erongo region with the Director of Education, Franco, as well as an interview with my colleague Elizabeth Joseph, where she had an interview with one of the teachers about their experience of the education booklets. Thank you, and join me next time on the MyZone Online School. Let us stay safe and stay active.
Okay, today we are chatting to Mr. Kalofu, who is the Acting Regional Education Director here in the Erongo region. How are you today, sir?
I'm great, ma'am, and how are you?
I'm fine. So basically, Namibia Media Holdings, in partnership with the Ministry, have been distributing these educational booklets for the different grades. Can you just tell us the general feeling about the schools here in the region?
No, I think the general feeling is that they are quite happy about this noble gesture. Yeah, although the booklets are not enough, but at least we are getting something and we are getting somewhere. Even the teachers are much appreciative of that gesture, because at least it is supplementing the work that they are giving per week. Although the work in the booklets is not enough to cover the whole week, but at least it is there also just to meet teachers halfway, so that at least it supplements, not to substitute, but it's there to supplement what the teachers are giving. Yeah.
Exactly. And then basically, sir, what is your general message to parents and learners out there now in this time that we find ourselves in?
Yeah, I think during this time, my message to them is that they should grab this opportunity. They should take it as an opportunity for them to do something during this time of uncertainty, because we don't know where we are going. We can only tell about where we came from and where we are now. Because if you are given something like that, then you should take that or grab that opportunity and make full use of it. For example, now for some parents with limited access to this online technology, I'll just give a specific example of parents in DRC, where they have no access to electricity, and maybe even the resources, like they don't have access to the advanced technology such as the phones, which are compatible with all the apps that can be used for online learning. I think they should make use of this as an opportunity for them, at least for the learners and the parents to come together and learn, or for the learners to learn and for the parents to assist their children to get somewhere, at least during this time.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. You're welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Joseph. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another amazing episode of the MyZone Learning Online School. So with me I have a very special guest. You guys know how we like things here. We really like guests, and we like to speak and tell you guys stuff and learn from you guys. So let's sanitize our hands before we get into anything, friends. You know we like to rub it in, and it smells great and it's good for you.
Yeah.
So, keeps you healthy. So, ma'am, tell me a bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Lentina Huakus, and I'm a teacher at St. Andrews Primary School, and I teach grade 0.
All right.
Yes.
Can you just take me through what it is that you guys have been doing at NMH here, and how is that for you?
It was really an opportunity and a half. I am so glad, and I thank you guys for allowing us to do this. It was quite an experience for me. It was new, challenging, nerve-wracking, sleepless nights, I should say, because I really wanted to do it. And then the other thing was also I had to provide teaching aids, so which we did not really get anything for, but I had to have those ready. So it was really a nerve-wracking experience, but I'm glad I went through this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Is there something that a highlight that you'll take and that you will keep for a very long time through this whole experience?
Yes, it was a national thing we did. So I believe the whole of Namibia knows who I am right now. So because I'm still studying, so I'm kind of a student who was just selling myself, and then the opportunity was also I could reach the Namibian child. Not everybody though, but at least I could reach 20% of what, I don't know how many percent. And the other thing also was that I experienced that not everybody could access the platform. We used the Facebook. So I was just thinking, because some of the parents were asking whether we can give them on via WhatsApp. And then that's one thing I said, no, I will come and find out how we can do that so that everybody can get it, because it's to do with internet. And there is some of the parents at the remote areas and so on. So really it was a highlight for me. And I thank COVID. And through COVID, I really gained so much experience with e-learning as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, ma'am. Is there a last word of advice or word of encouragement that you would like to leave with the teachers, for your fellow teachers, your learners, as well as the parents?
Yeah, for me, I would say it is a new thing. But that's the way the world is going. It's the trend that all the teachers have to teach online. So if we start somewhere and learn along the line, we will become experts in a way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's it from us in studio today. Make sure that you check out the next episode and see who my next guest is. From us in the studio, it's bye-bye.
Bye.